When I first did the video recording, I was really worried that students would quote me back verbatim, that something that I would say would catch me out or something like on those lines. And it's never happened, and I encourage everyone to try doing audio, video or screencasting feedback. But the thing that we do that I think helps to free us up, to be able to talk to the students in a far more relaxed way than worrying about every single word that we say, is we always preface every video or every recording by saying, what we want to do is take this short moment to really focus on just a couple of issues which can strengthen your work, your academic work, your whatever the work is that we're talking about. And by doing so, we're freeing ourselves up to just be able to react to the things that we think could make a dramatic improvement, as opposed to having, by not saying that, implying that we're going to talk through every single error, proving the result that they got. And that's not our goal. Our goal is about giving constructive feedback and empowering the student for the next stage. And what we find is, rather than writing that, it's really important to take the first 20 seconds to explain that to the students. And so far, all the students have really responded well in that very constructive kind of way.
The other thing that we often do as well is say to the students that this is actually part of an ongoing conversation, that if there are things that we don't go into as much detail and you'd like some more information, or if there are things that we don't touch on that you'd like us to talk about, make a time to come and see us. We're always more than happy to continue the discussion about your work. But this piece that we're producing for you in terms of your assessment feedback isn't going to cover every single part of your work.
The students so far have been overwhelmingly positive. The first time I did this, I was surprised to get a number of emails, unsolicited emails from students talking about how they reacted to the video in a very positive way. And I even had an apology from a student who failed, which I'd never had in my experience before. Because they were seeing it as you investing yourself into reading their work and giving the time to really interrogate their work, which is what you can do in that 5-minute period. So students have been overwhelmingly positive, and that then launched us into doing this in different ways, using screencasting. And since then we've really realised that they talk about it in terms of it being clearer.
It's more personalised.
More personalised, yeah.
Richer.
That's right, yeah. So these themes keep coming through from the students, how they talk about it.
When we're deciding which mode of delivery to present the feedback in, it's really personal preference. And a lot of the time it's in response to the type of assignment that the students have given us. So if there's a video or some other multimedia presentation that forms part of the assignment, then we probably wouldn't necessarily do a screencast because it's harder to pause and point out things. In that case, a video of me talking to the student might be more powerful. If there's a lot of textual feedback, then a screencast with me talking over the top of it and highlighting certain parts in the text might be more appropriate. The time it takes to produce one of these digital artifacts is really short. It is, if we're doing a video piece, it's a one-take wonder. If I make a bit of a mistake partway through, well, that's just in the same way that if I was having a conversation with you and I was thinking about something and there were some ums or ers in there, that's okay. That's part of my conversation with the student. And so it literally takes about 5 minutes usually to record a video, and then a minute or two to upload it onto a learning management system, and we're done.
And that's a bit of the trick of it. Students are getting a richer experience and feeling like they're getting a very personalised experience, which they are. But in order to read the assignment, to make notes in one's own mind about what you want to talk about, and then to hit the record button and talk for 5 minutes and stop, and then upload that to into wherever you're going to upload it to for your students to access through the Moodle or whatever. That's much faster than having to make all those notes. It's for us, it's a great time saver.